The sounds of salsa reverberating around the KSK Arena, accompanying Abel Lima on his ring walk. Abel Lima from Sancti Spiritus in Cuba, the center of the Caribbean island, 22 years of age. Made his pro debut in August of last year. That was over here in Russia, and he lost on a unanimous points decision over 4 rounds against Leon Kurchev.
Соперника из России Сергей Koldenkov.
Well, Sergey Koldenkov comes here after a magnificent run to the silver medal in the 2025 World Championships in Dubai at 71 kilograms. I was ringside to commentate on that tournament. Entered as a number 5 seed and won 5 contests out of 6, adding yet more medal success to his glittering collection. The 2020 European Junior Champion at 66 kilograms from the event in Sofia. 3 years prior to that, he was a European schoolboy champion.
Его рост 179 сантиметров, а вес 69,9 килограмма. Его профессиональный рекорд – 1 бой, в котором он уступил своему сопернику. Но он является победителем Кубка Линозари 2024, серебряным призером молодежного Кубка Кубы 2021, бронзовым призером Кубка Теофила Стивенсона и турнира революции в Гаване. Дамы и господа, из Санкти Спиритус, Куба, Абель Лима. А вот и его соперник в золотом углу. Боксеру 22 года. Его рост 182 сантиметра, вес 69,9 килограмма. Сегодня у него профессиональный дебют, но он является серебряным призером чемпионата мира из Санкт-Петербурга, Россия. Здравствуйте, Сергей Koldenkov! Рефери поединка Ираклий Малазони.
Gentlemen, no low blow, no backlash. Listen to my command. Touch close. Good luck.
So a final look at the tail of the tape between these two talented 22-year-olds. A slight advantage in height for Sergey Koldenkov, the 2025 World Championship silver medalist. So we're underway then. This contest made at 69.9 kilograms between boxers from the powerhouse IBA boxing nations of Russia and Cuba. The southpaw, wearing white, trimmed with red and grey. Fighting out of the gold corner is Sergey Koldenkov. Orthodox operator, wearing black, fighting out of the black corner. Here's Abel Lima. Abel Posada is what he goes by when competing in Cuba, but he's being introduced as Abel Lima here, looking to lead off with the left hand, almost counter with a right jab from Koldenkov. Koldenkov working out of the space of ring center as he drops down to the body with 2 hooks beneath the elbows of Lima. Considerable disparity in terms of experience, particularly in the 3-round code of boxing. Lima, quarter-finalist in the Cuban National Championships. Takes a good right hook to the body, smartly spins his way out of the corner back to the space of center ring. Looking to play counter-puncher, perhaps guilty of letting his hands go from while he's out of range. Did get through with a backhand to the body there. And a nice scoring jab from Lima, but countered by an altogether more authoritative lead right jab from Koldenkov. Koldenkov just continue to assert pressure over that front foot. Steering the defenses of Lima with a left hand to their head. Lima countering effectively. Again, out of the corner and back to the space of center ring. consistently been made to take the long route around the roped arena is Lima. Koldenkov continuing to apply pressure with his presence. His punch selection, he's working that left hand to the body very effectively indeed. And that just brought the hands of Lima down momentarily. There's another left hand to the body. But the referee, Mr. Irakli Malazonia, indicating to Koldenkov that the shot was low. Counter left hand with an effective shot at mid-range from Koldenkov. There he looks for the same shot, shooting left cross once again out of that southpaw stance. Right hand over the top, launched almost simultaneously as the backhand from Koldenkov. For my money, the 2025 World Championship silver medalist from Russia, who did the better work in that opening round. Some of the action from the first 3 minutes. Beautiful shot. Landed in such a fine position from Koldenkov. So we move into the second round of a scheduled 6. Contest made at 69.9 kilograms, that's 154 pounds super welterweight or light middleweight is old money. Abel Lima Posada showcased some nice skills in the opening round, but it was Koldenkov who was the busier boxer, the more accurate boxer, landed a greater variety of punches. Very patient is Koldenkov, but he often broke the stare downs to lead off and land with eye-catching singles or quick combination clusters. There's a wonderful counter left hand again, catching Lima as he thought about advancing. And on a couple of occasions now, the precise punches from Koldenkov have just stopped Lima in his tracks as he goes in search of a flash overhand right once again. And Lima looking to score with combination shots. There's a beautiful right uppercut to the chest plate of Koldenkov from Lima. Then lands a low blow of his own with that right hook. He's not having success from boxing at range, so holding his feet more insistently now is Lima, and he is having success. Fighting fire would be overstating it, but when holding his feet at center ring and letting his shots go with authority. But now Koldenkov, having absorbed some punches from the sharp shooting cube and having real success, and punctuated by that left cross over the top, which causes Lima to go walkabout. Another flashing left hand, and the mouth of Lima, I think, beginning to be bloodied now. He's breathing through a mouth that is open, and he overwhelmed in the corner, sent down to the canvas. Gamely gets back to his feet, but after he enjoyed his best success of the round, it was almost when he was finished. He said, okay, now how do you deal with what I've got? And Koldenkov went through the gears and applied pressure that sent Lima down to the floor. Lima gamely standing in the pocket and pitching with Koldenkov, but it's the man from Russia who appears to possess the heavier artillery, and Lima backing up to the corner once again. He's in danger of being stopped here. There's another pulverizing left cross that caused him to slide down the corner post, and this one has been waved off. Compassionate corner work from Lima's team, the towel coming in, saving the 22-year-old for another day, because nothing wrong with this man's desire or competitive spirit. But in Sergey Koldenkov, he is facing off against one of the very best in the world, whose confidence will be through the roof, having boxed so brilliantly to make it a run through to the gold medal bout where he came away with World Championship silver in Dubai. Credit to Lima, because he really did have a go in that second round. But then in having a go, it just brought a sterner, stronger response from Koldenkov, because after his best success of the round, Koldenkov just went to another level entirely, and despite his best efforts, Abel Lima not able to keep the man off, keep him at bay, or prevent his precise, potent punches from breaching his defenses and sending him to the floor on 2 occasions. When he got back up from the second knockdown, the corner compassionately throwing in the towel, indicating to the referee, Mr. Irakli Malazonia, that their man would take no more. A very impressive outing indeed from Sergey Koldenkov here on IBA.PRO 15 in St. Petersburg in his homeland. Well, you have to credit the competitive spirit of Posada, Russia proving to be something of an unhappy hunting ground for him. Boxed here in the amateurs in December of last year, lost a 3-round majority decision, made his pro debut here in August of last year, losing unanimously over 4.
Дамы и господа,
stopped in the second
время
of the
остановки боя
scheduled
2
6.
минуты и 23 секунды второго раунда. В связи с отказом угла соперника от продолжения боя техническим нокаутом победу одержал Сергей Koldenkov, Санкт-Петербург, Россия.
So Sergey Koldenkov, who resides right here in St. Petersburg, a very impressive display indeed. It was efficient, it was accurate, it was effective. He posing with his corner team and his management, because they will be immensely proud of the work that he's produced here on IBA.PRO 15 against an opponent where there is quite a disparity in terms of experience. Abel Lima demonstrating that he wasn't going to be discouraged by the gap in experience that exists between the two. Lost the first round for my money, bit down and tried to go for it in the second round and hold his feet where he had more successes, but all that did was prompt Koldenkov to fire back with greater authority and accuracy. Barros sent him to the floor for the first knockdown, and then when he was knocked down for the second time after gamely getting back to his feet, another fusillade of punches, then flying in another on his second trip to the canvas. The Cuban's corner throwing in the towel, indicating that their man would be pulled out. A second round TKO scored by Sergey Koldenkov conclude what was a very efficient display indeed.